Hello, you metal people that get a amp boner from reading this. Let's see if you get a guitar boner from looking at this. You can't see what I'm pointing at. Maybe we can find a back camera to, or that. Go in the back, baby. Let's get it. The bum. So we have a box here that has a little bit of a rampy box. Thomann people are creative with their packaging. We looked at what are those model names? We looked at the Sola Guitars V2.6 Carbon Black Matte, a V-type guitar that I could actually, like, because I really like the way that they shaped it. We also looked at the limited edition at the S1.6 ETQ Limited, which is one of the higher priced ones with Evertune bridge. And now we're gonna look at the, I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna go with E2.6C Carbon Matte. So, all these types of guitars that I really don't have. I don't have a V, and I don't have an E. But that's why it's fun. Oh. Go to the guitar 2. So what do we have here? We have Blood, which of course, because it's a metal guitar review, makes total sense. But this is the Thomann Staples of Doom, because if you put one of the guitars back into the box, the Staples of Doom hurt you. Not the first time that it did! Stupid Thomann Staples of Doom. And there are quite a few in here. I don't know how I'm gonna box this back up. This review, by the way, is not paid for by Sola or Thomann. I ordered these, I'm gonna send them back, and hopefully give you an unbiased opinion on these instruments. If you want to know more and some other things I said back and forth, watch the other 2 videos, please. So no, these guitars have not been specifically chosen for me by Ola Englund or Sola Guitars, because they don't even know I'm doing it. So here we have a gig bag for the V, which I ordered because I was 100% convinced, because they sell these separately, that the V would come without a gig bag. And I was ready to bitch about that, but then examine the gig bag and at least tell you if it's good or not. But it comes in a gig bag, which... why then do they sell them separately? To fit their guitars perfectly. The only thing I could possibly think of is that the higher priced ones don't come with a gig bag, because the S-type or the something 1.6 something... let's see. No, the higher priced one with the Evertune bridge also has a gig bag included. So only the limited edition one didn't come with the gig bag. Let's look at this baritone one. I'm trying to find out, why are they selling gig bags separately? Gig bag not available. So for the baritone, there's no gig bag available. So how do you move that guitar around? How do you move the baritone around? I mean, we're not looking at the baritone, but how do you move it around if there's no gig bag? You need to buy yourself some gig bag from another brand that is for oversized guitars. So anyway, this is pretty neat. Is it €79 neat? I don't know, but you need it, and it's neat. If you have a V. But then with the Vs, the gig bag comes. So why they're selling these separately, I'm quite not sure about that. Not quite sure about that, but the gig bags separately, $79. Not that you need it, but it's neat. Holy shit! As I said before, I really like the fact that these are double boxed. And $7.99, and comes with a form-fitting gig bag. See if there's anything in here. There's some case candy. They come loaded with NYXL 9s. Spain. So whoever is working with Ola is clearly not Spanish, is from Spain. So could it be that they're going through Spain for inspection? Are they going through inspection at all? Or are they going from the Asian factory directly to the dealer? I don't know these things. I know that the setup on both guitars I already checked out was pretty okay. I would have wished on the limited edition on the blue one that the action would have been a little bit lower, but other than that, but this is cool. I really like that kickback because any kind of V or E, so any kind of V-type or Explorer, usually when you have a case for it, requires a huge ass case that really no one can put in their trunk. A little bit annoying, and moving these guitars around requires a lot of space. With the kickbacks that Sola Guitars makes, not so much. Pretty damn cool. Ooh. Ooh. This is also the carbon matte finish. With matte stop tail piece. Here we don't have string through. On the V, we had string through. Here we have, this is nice because it's like totally matte. Go to the guitar too. This is, I don't know if you can see how awesome this is. This is as freaking black as it gets. The question is, how much more black could it be? And the answer is none. None more black. Smaller dots, I wonder if they're lumen lace. Fingerboard side dots, yes, but it doesn't say that they're reflective or lumen lace. Oh, okay. It's a maple neck. Body shape is E, mahogany body, maple neck, ebony fingerboard, but it's a beautiful, a little bit of a grainy figured ebony. So there's, you know, it has a beautiful grain. Hopefully you can see this. I can't because the light is way too bright. Beautifully done. Nice fretwork. We have push-pull here for, I can't take this off. No, I have to rip it off. For single coil, the headstock is slanted right there slightly. No volute, no locking tuners. Grover 18-1 tuners on it though. A nice silver Sola logo. Everything is just matte and cool. Recessed cavity covers as it should be. Very nice access here to the upper frets. I like the ultra simplicity and beautiful lines of this guitar. I like this, that the slant is just, it's not straight. And here, this is slightly rounded. From here, it goes wider to thinner. Whoever designed these, the shape is very sexy. Very cool. Kind of wish they had a little bit of a rounder edge on the back. Because just for ergonomic reasons, you wouldn't see it from the front, but it would be more ergonomical. And maybe even a belly carve. Standard jack plate right here. And we're gonna go into the Revv Dynamis for some clean sounds. Woo! But first, I'm gonna have a hunch that we're gonna have to tune it. So the battery on my tuner is out. So is the battery on my other tuner. So I'm just gonna open a new tuner. Because it's like when the ashtray in your car is full, you know, you buy a new car. My battery in the tuner is empty. I'll just open a new TC Electronic Polytune clip. So we have a Virgin Polytune here. Obviously, when you have a E-type guitar, you probably want to have a stand that can accommodate it. Like the stand that's in the back there for the Ibanez that you can half see. Half sees. Let me show you that stand. So a standard stand doesn't work. Well, it works, but I wouldn't trust it. If you have something like this, you display your guitar in style. Sadly, this is a Bulldog stand clocking in at $200. They used to be $300. You get a smaller, a little bit cheaper version, I think $150. It's still quite expensive, but there are other stands like this that you need for an E-type guitar. So, and now back to tuning it. Ouch. These are not ergonomic, but they're cool. You do feel rock and roll-y with it. So these were stringed, but not really stretched out. I don't know, something that during a setup, maybe someone should do. I don't know if other companies are doing it, but just be prepared to go through some of this when you're getting it. The tuners are precise, they work. The heads feel a little bit big, or maybe it's because it's a reversed headstock. I kind of am getting in my own way here. Okay, we are tuned. Now we can go and check out clean sounds. Round and pretty. Enough output to crank that channel a bit. And we can tap that. I don't know what I'm doing, it's just all awful. But that's not the guitar, that's my playing. I'm having a bad guitar day. It's also, you have to get used to a new shape, a new position. That's not the guitar. Again, that's my inexperience with Explorers. But I like this. What am I doing? I want to do... And now I want to do this, and then this, and then... How do I do this? That's middle position. That's humbucker in the neck position. Middle. And bridge. And tapped neck. Middle. And bridge. We might have to retune a bit. Again. This only has 22 frets, the other guitars had 24. Let's go to the Englund Metal Master, an amp that is in the rough price range of where the guitar is. Okay, let's go to the Dietzel Paul. That's a really nice and thick sound right there. I'm playing like shit today. Okay, moving on to... we did that. Let's do the orange Rockerverb 50. Moving on to the Revv 100p on the purple channel. Yeah, not the guitar, that's me. I don't want to put string lube on it because it's, you know, I'm only borrowing it. Some string loop because, you know, I like my strings all looped up. A little bit sticky, but the NYXL. That is very nice. I like that. And let's go a little bit more classic with the Smallbox 50. that works. And all the way. Hey, so this thing, Solar guitars, don't ask me what it's called. E2.6 carbon black matte, that's what it's called. Pretty solid instrument, as black as it freaking gets. $7.99. I'm gonna be honest, comes with the gig bag, which is form-fitted, which is neat. Has its own kind of feel because of all the blackness. Coil tap gives it 6 different sounds, pretty neat, pretty nifty. Is it the biggest deal of a lifetime because it's so much better than what the competition offers? I don't think it is. It is a solid guitar, as solid as anything you would get from Ibanez in a similar price range. Some of those Ibanez guitars for around $800 are not delivering. I'm just gonna say that. But some of them really do. But this is not an Ibanez. Ibanez doesn't make this. Solar Guitars makes this. So if you want this, if you want the Explorer with a cool gig bag and the all black, then you gotta get a Solar. The beautiful neck through maple mahogany, all that. Really nice fretboard with kind of a grain in it. Schecter makes some great guitars in the le metal genre in that price range. Don't come with a gig bag. Schecter, why? So Sola already has a leg up there, as they say. Do they say that? I don't know. Bottom line is, in its price range, it's a solid buy. The only thing that I could possibly find, I was a little bit more picky on the €1,300 guitar because it's, quite a bit more. The only thing I could find, Leslie, if you go to Git 2, please, is on the logo. There's a discoloration right there. There's a little bit of a brown spot. Not sure what that is. Could be neater to not have that there. So that's the only thing that distracts a little bit from a pretty matte and flawless presentation, I've got to say. Again, I would like locking tuners. Let me check something. So these are Gotos. No, those are Grovers, right? Yes, they're Grover. Now Ibanez has this thing here, which is $8.99. It's a 7-string, so you pay a bit more. Lumen lace, and there are Gotos on there, and they are locking tuners. So it is fully possible to do this in this price range. However, that's an iron label, no gig bag. So what would you rather have, a gig bag or locking tuners? Maybe both isn't possible. I think it is possible. It's just a matter of, do we want it? And Solar Guitars clearly decided we don't want that, which is okay, but you have to know about it. So again, it's a good buy for the money. The whole presentation fits. I love the lines. I absolutely love the shapings and the slide roundness. It's a very sexy take on the Explorer, and one that I absolutely can get behind. I played it like shit, because I kind of like my strings a little bit looped up with this D'Addario Accelerate stuff, but I don't want to put it on there because then it's a brand new guitar that has to go back. If it was mine, I would put that on there and I would play a little bit less like shit. I'd still play pretty shitty. I'd also have to get used to the shape. It's a completely different ergonomics. It's not a Strat. Great guitar. You heard it with a couple different amps. Depending on what amp you have, the pairing does matter. Make up your own mind. Links below. And animals at the end.